So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 50. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart.
These two teams all tied after one. Here's Hines. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Now they go play action with Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Howell, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hand.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington has taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
But New York set to take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about that.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing, Jones.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They run with Hines. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll go play action. Howell. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
4th down. Howell targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now it's Hines. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And they're going to speed things up here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Out left to Dotson.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson.
31 yards.
And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A first down carry for Barkley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. On 2nd down and 4, Jones.
He's got Bellinger. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get this to about the 38. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now at FedEx Field.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Faking the handoff. Howell. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Washington.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that, and, you know, it happened.
Sly on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Finding space at the 40.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Azeez Ojulari
able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Jones.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually